You're at a point where you just can't stand being at your job. And yet you have to stay there because financially, whatever you do, however you frame it, you have to stay at this job at least next 6 months, maybe a year. You're close to a burnout and you feel very, very stuck. If this is you, stick around. I'm going to give you a few pointers so that you can deal with this and get on the other side of this stuckness, get on the other side of this massive, huge wall that is in front of you in a very good state with a solution and happy. Okay, so let us begin. Number one, what I noticed and what I realized with me and my clients. First, you have to accept it. You really need to put everything on paper and you have to accept you're here at this job for another at least 6 months. You're here. There's no getting away from it. If you quit, you're probably on the street or you have to go back to your parents or who knows what can happen. You have to stick with it. So first thing, accept it. Number two, detach. Now, it's easy to say, detach from it, like you can just step out of it and yeah, I don't feel anything. Like I go to my work and I don't feel anything. It's not that easy. I will give you a few tools that you can use to detach. First one is observation. You and all of us are not the body, not the mind, not our emotions. We are something or someone. We're a soul, if you're spiritual. If you're not, we're something that is observing our emotions, that is observing this reality, that is feeling the senses, but it can also observe them. If we don't want to, we don't have to engage with anything that we feel or think. We just don't have to. We can detach. And this is why you have to build your observer. And how do you build that? It's mindfulness, it's meditation. And when you meditate, when you, for example, use an anchor of breath and you meditate, over time, you will develop that observer and you will find yourself in a situation like this, where you're triggered, where you just can't breathe, where you really don't want to be here. Like you really don't want to be here. You're done with it, but you have to be here and you have all sorts of emotions and you're like, I'm going to quit. I don't care what happens. You build that and you find yourself in that situation. You're like a little bit further away from that feeling. You can see it more than you can feel it. And even if you feel it, you're not grasping onto it. Raise your consciousness. Consciousness is just you being aware what's happening outside of you and inside of you. And the more you are conscious of what's happening inside you, you can take a better action. And then this is where everybody say, you can respond instead of react. And this is perfect environment to build this up. I'm telling you this because I went through that, so it's very experiential. And another thing, and this is, I think, the most important one, decide. Just decide that no one can trigger you. Decide that this job, no matter how draining, no matter how much you don't like it, no matter how toxic it is, will not touch you, will not move your state, will not get you out of your state because, and now listen to me very carefully, because you are the queen and the king of your inner world, of your inner state. And actually, it's so true. I realized that in my own experience, I let everyone else get me with their words, with their actions, and it can be very hard sometimes. But I'm at a point now where it's like, nope, no, not doing that, buddy. I'm not allowing you. Third, explore why you don't like this job. Now, this is a perfect opportunity for you to dive into your inner world. Get a piece of paper and just write things down. Why you don't like this particular job. Is it the colleagues? Is it the work itself? Is it you, how you were treated there? Like how are you, or maybe how, like what you need to wear there or anything. Like really put it on paper and explore why you don't like this type of a job anymore. And then opposite of that, write down what would you like your dream job to be. It could be a business that you want to start. It could be, I don't know, anything. It could be completely opposite. Maybe you want to work with kids and you're an accountant. I don't know, but just do that. So write that down, what you don't like, explore the inner world, and then write down the opposite. What is your dream job? Number 4, at work. Now this is at work. Build your communication skills. Very important. So that when somebody's talking to you, let's say you have a toxic boss or toxic manager or toxic colleague, when they're talking to you, you will notice that some things really trigger you and it's passive aggressive and maybe only you notice, maybe they're a narcissist. So what you do here, you build your communication skills. That is active listening, what they're actually saying, and then you go into detachment. Do I want to respond to this or not? And then when you respond, you see how you're going to respond. Like, great guy for this is Jefferson. He's a very popular YouTuber and a lawyer, and I learned so much from him. NLP is amazing here. Like, you build your active listening and the mirroring, and you can notice how some people can want to manipulate you, and you're like, nobody, that ain't gonna work. So build that. Another thing, do not work after hours. If they're not paid, do not work after hours. You're there from 9 to 5 or whatever your hours are. You clock in, you clock out, you have your break. Just make everything in boundaries. Like, if you have a 15-minute tea break, you take that break. If you have a lunch that it's a 1 hour, you have that break. And before you go home, it's like, just say, this is done, I'm done. And just move your hands like this. It really works. I tried it. It's like, I'm done with work. I am going home now. Number 5 is practice mindfulness and gratitude. I will go back to detaching. If you practice mindfulness, which is observation and awareness, and also compassion towards yourself, towards others, there's if you go into mindfulness, it's not only sitting and meditating, and it's not only affirming, I am beautiful, I am kind, everybody's kind. No, mindfulness is so much deeper. It's like, I'm going to just say one sentence that I think best describes mindfulness. It's living every moment as a new beginning, as a new start, as a new chance, as a new opportunity. And every moment you look at as new. And this is living in present, and that will lift your energy. It will give you so much perspective and gratitude, because when you're grateful and when you give your brain, your mind, chittavrti from yoga, if you give your mind something to spin, because it always spins something that is good, that you are grateful for, it's going to make it bigger, and you're going to notice that outside more. It's just pure science. That's what the mind does. It observes, and whatever you feed it, it will observe that. It's like, don't think of a red car, or or we're talking about red car, and then you go out to the street and all you see is red cars, because you gave your mind this, so it goes on and looks for it. Another thing, just the final one, and I think this is, well, it's not most important, but I think it's a good ending. See beyond this job. This is a season. This is a chapter. Okay? It's a chapter where you're building all these stuffs up, where you're building yourself up, where you're learning, oh my dear God, in the most horrible environments, or with the most horrible feelings. It's okay. It's a chapter. Please put that somewhere, because it really is. Bosses go and come. Oh yeah, I want to tell you that. A chapter. And while you're at this job, look for another job. Now, again, I don't know where you are. Are you in retirement? Do you want to retire or somewhere? I'm talking to someone who is in 40s. Look for another job. For a long time, I thought I can't do anything else except this, because my work environment was like that they kind of, again, passive aggressive, put you down, that you don't know that much. But someone opened my eyes, and I got 2 amazing interviews, and of course I got the jobs, and they're extra better than the one I was working in. What I want to say, get out of your comfort zone and apply for jobs. If you need help with CV, put it in Claude or somewhere. They're really good. Just check after what they wrote down. Sometimes they do write silly stuff. So go for another job. If they're asking you for a reference, don't put your toxic manager or someone on as a referee. Put your colleague, put someone else. Like, find someone else. You can do that. I know you can. Whenever we give ourselves a task, that we need to do something because it's important, we will find that. It's like, again, I think our mind and our brain just works like that. Whatever we feed it, it finds it. Somehow it finds it. It draws it in. You can go to law of attraction or whatever, but it really works like that. So I would end with this, and I would like to tell you good luck and good work. Guys, you got this. Follow these steps. If you need any help, let me know. There's free coaching. First session is free. I'm here to help you, here to guide you. I've been through this, and I'll tell you this, on the other side is really sunny and really beautiful. And when you see how much you've grown through this, and you not only survived it, you're now thriving because of it, which is such a, you know, God has a sense of humor, doesn't he, or she? So yeah, go get that. And thank you for being here. Until next time, bye-bye.